get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn Boys.
Hello.
One last time, I need y'all to roll.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to welcome you to the second Kima Day. After 2 years, we made one event 2 years ago. We were, I think, 100 people. We'll be today 300 people coming. It's quite funny because I've never met most of you. This is the first time I'm meeting most of our founders. And it's a little hard to travel to 23 countries. This is from where you are. First and foremost, I want to thank my partner Xavier Niel. I hope he will be able to come today. So founder of Affiliate Free for making Kima Ventures and this event a reality. So thanks, Xavier Niel. I will always remember the day when Xavier gave me the green light to invest in the first 100 Kima startups. It was a day exactly like today, 3 years ago, one day before the web, when it said, let's go, let's try. Can you invest in 100 startups in 2 years? And we invested in 100 startups in 1 year and a half at the end. Today, you are more than 200 startups in the Kima portfolio after a little less than 3 years. So thank you again, Xavier, for your trust and for all what you're doing for the startup community. I want to present you 2 new people who join us at Kima, who joined me. I was alone with Jessica, our assistant. We have Vincent Jacob from London. So Vincent is living in London, and Michel Sassano here in the middle here. In Paris. So I have 2 people now helping me all the day, filtering the enormous deal flow. You can imagine how many startups we are receiving, and no more and more since last week. I will explain why. We are closing a lot of deals, a lot more than before, 2, 3 a week. And we need to help you, so we are here to help you, so they are here also to help you. Thanks to Jessica Dosset, our assistant, we always need to make a wire transfer for yesterday, so she's helping us a lot. Thanks to l'École 42, they are filming the event today, so this event is streamed online on Dailymotion. And thanks to the team of Cité de la Mode and du Design, where we are, Amandine, François, thanks to Arnaud and his team at Eurydice. Also, we wanted to thank la mairie de Paris, the Paris City Hall, who is supporting this event. They're helping us to find this event. They were very, very happy to see a startup event in the center of Paris, so thank you to everyone. The people from the mairie de Paris will come this afternoon. This event is made for you, Kima Startups. This event is made for you. This is not for us. We don't need this event. We are very tired to manage it. We've done this for you. We done it for you because we think that you need to work all together. This is the first thing. We want you we want a startup in Russia be able to work with a startup in UK, etc., etc. So we want you to know each other, and I don't think that our little Skype chat room is enough for that. So now you can meet in real life. I advise you to pay attention to our startup presentations. So we have today 85 startup presentations, and to try to find opportunities for talking and working with each other. Today we'll host a lot of companies. We'll have Facebook here, people from LinkedIn, from Google already here, Orange, Le Monde, Shifted, Rackspace, Robert Scoble need to come, Dutch Telecom, from French banks. We have a lot of VCs, August Capital, Alven Capital, Nestadio, Partex, etc., etc., etc. I have a long list here, but too many. Thanks to them. And media, thanks to Ben Rooney from the Wall Street Journal, who came especially here, and French Web and Ruud Baguette, who are our media partners. This event is streamed, is embedded on their website now. So we have now a Dailymotion channel, dailymotion.com/KimaVentures, and from this channel, people can watch this event. I really ask you to promote as much as you can this Twitter channel on Facebook, on Twitter, everywhere. Please use the event hashtag, Kima Day, okay? Okay, I will talk a little more about Twitter after that. But I really want you to tweet as much as possible about what you are seeing here, okay? We need to promote each other, and we need to promote this event. So some news from Kima Ventures. As I said before, we are now more than 200 companies in 23 countries. Our latest investment, I mean the last 3 weeks, are from Lithuania, Australia, US, UK, Finland, and France. We just launched our new Kima 15 offer. I don't know if you are all aware about Kima 15. Kima 15 is a new offer for startups. It's a standard offer for $150K investment for 15% equity in 15 days. So the goal for us is to answer to startups after five working days on a standard model, and to be able to send the money to a startup after 15 working days. This is the first time in the world we are seeing that kind of thing. The startup community all over the world welcomes this. You know, you can check on Hacker News and on many US websites. Really, people love what we've done. And we received more than 120 projects, I think, today for the Kima 15 project. So you will see a lot more startups in the Kima community very soon. My only problem here in the Kima 15 is that we received a better deal flow than before. So I need to see to Xavier tomorrow or on Wednesday to see what are we doing now. You know, we have too many good projects. So you will see that. I will show you the today agenda. So we are late. The startup presentation needs to begin. So each of you will have 3 minutes to present their startups. This is not a demo day like what you are seeing in the Silicon Valley. I mean a demo for investors. Okay? You have investors in the room, but what I want you to do is to sell your product. You need to sell your product. All people in this room need to become your customers. And I think that this is the best way to sell something to the press, something to an investor, something to everyone. This is to sell your product. The guy watching your presentation needs to say, ah, yes, I want to buy it, or I want to recommend it. So sell your product. So you have 3 minutes to present, each of you, and we will have 3 startup presentation sessions during the day. The order is not something important. I mean, we have this mix between alphabetic and the hour of the day, because some startups need to leave a little early or need to come only this afternoon. Okay. You will have, no, one before, sorry. So we have Facebook. Julien Codorniou from Facebook will explain the evolution of the Facebook platform. I think it will be very interesting for 15-20 minutes. Ilya Sukar from Pars, so Facebook bought Pars, a guy from 24 years old who joined Facebook. So we'll have many people from Pars. I don't know if they are here already. I'm not seeing them. Many people from Pars here at this event. We have a big breakfast, networking, and we'll have also Nenad Setkovic from Lengo. Lengo is one of our French success stories. Real French success stories. We invested 3 years ago. We invested 100,000 euros, and this company never needed more money. It means that it became profitable very, very fastly. They raised another round, you know, because they needed to do like all the others, I think. And Nenad is the CEO of the company. Will explain how they are reaching 2,000 customers from Nantes, where the headquarters of Lengo are. I think it will be very, very interesting, and how now they are managing their global expansion. Because you know that in Europe, going out of the frontier, this is very difficult, a very big challenge. So we will see how Lengo is managing that. Jeff Clavier, one of the most famous Silicon Valley super angel, will be here this afternoon, and will make a very good presentation. He sent me this slide, very interesting. And he will explain you what you need to know if you want to raise capital from the Silicon Valley. If you got something very big and you want to raise money from the Silicon Valley, you are going to another universe, so you need to understand many things. We have a panel about the different type of players of how to raise money. So you know that today you can raise money from the state, subsidies, you can, there are some funds doing media for equities, you have some crowdfunding platforms. So I want you to understand what are the different models, and after that you'll be able to select when you need it, the good one. And we will finalize this day with Jacques-Antoine Granjon, the Vente Privée founder, will come here to close the event. Jacques-Antoine is one of my best friends. He's one of the most successful entrepreneurs in Europe, and perhaps in the world. You know, he built a company reaching more than 1.5 billion euros of revenues in the e-commerce industry from France. So Jacques-Antoine will give us some advices later. That's all, and perhaps we'll have a big dinner, so I hope we'll be all with us tonight. Thank you very much. So you have some badges, and here you have a color. So you can see here what are the colors for each one. So the Kima starter are in green. Okay, you just need to check this document. And corporate have people from Google, Facebook, etc., VC Press, and the Kima team is in red. We have a little contest. So the little story is that one of our founder is a Jawbone founder. I don't know if you know Jawbone, you know, making many Bluetooth accessories. And he launched another startup called state.com. But Alexander, who needed to be here today, is not able to come. So he said, okay, I'm very sorry. So what I'm doing, I will offer to 3 Kima startups a little Jambox. So we needed to set up a contest, okay? So we thought a little idea, I don't know. So the 3 tweets, most retweeted tweets of the day with the Kima hashtag, the people who are sending these tweets will win a little Jambox that we will receive at your office. Okay, this is a little gift from Alexander. Before to begin, I would like to extend my thanks to 2 of our founders, Jody Sherman, who was the Ecomom CEO, and Jean-Marc Pluger, who was the Yasun CEO. They both passed away in the last 18 months. And really, you will be missed. They were very good friends. We work a lot together. Thanks to all of you for coming, and thanks to God for making all of this happen. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Momchil. I'm a co-founder and CEO of LeanPlum, and I'm coming from San Francisco here to present. I'm very happy to be in front of you guys, all of you. So today I'm going to show you how we're transforming the world of mobile apps by bringing the well-proven optimization technique of A/B testing to the world of mobile apps. Before we started LeanPlum with my co-founder Andrew, we worked at Google for several years, and we ran probably hundreds of A/B tests. But one thing we realized soon enough is that even though it's easy to run A/B tests on the web, it's relatively hard to do in a mobile app because you have installed software. These apps are offline certain times. So this is a real challenge. And in fact, when we talked to most of the people running apps, they didn't realize that they can actually do A/B tests in their mobile apps. So here's the problem. Imagine you're a product manager or a marketer for a mobile app. Every day, you're tasked with this, optimizing things like engagement, retention, monetization, all these metrics for your mobile app. But you might have a lot of ideas to test, but every time you have to test something, you have to go through developers that end up implementing the change for you, which is an organizational issue. And then after that, it could take up to 2 weeks to resubmit your app through the App Store with the change. And so finally, you run your test, you have some results back, and oftentimes you need an analyst to be able to interpret the data for you to tell you if it's statistically significant and if you can actually trust the data. So this whole process basically means that it's really hard to iterate in a mobile app environment. And so that's why we built LeanPlum. So LeanPlum is a dashboard. As you can see, here's a screenshot of our dashboard that allows you to do on-the-fly A/B testing in a mobile app. And we support iOS, Android, and we have multiple more platforms in our system. And we've also built really powerful analytics to come with it, built from the ground up with A/B testing in mind. So the idea is that you should be able to drill down into your data and really understand where your users are reacting to your A/B tests and where things are working and where not. So our vision for this product is that we want to make it so simple that any product manager or any marketer can run an A/B test in their mobile app without having to go through the developers. So this is making it really simple is our vision. Now, this is unlocking a very big opportunity in the market. As you know, time spent in a mobile app has already surpassed time spent in desktop and mobile web combined. And this is a tremendous opportunity. There's several companies in the web environment that are doing A/B testing, and they're already well positioned to become billion-dollar companies. And we believe that the mobile app space is an even bigger opportunity. So how are we doing in terms of traction? We're targeting several verticals in the App Store right now. So we have the early adopters of gaming, but we also have several companies in the transactional space and brands that are interested in the product. We've launched with several of the top apps from the charts, including Big Fish Casino, Pixelberry, High School Story, and Path. And we are processing more than 1 billion events per month, and we are on track to actually double our traffic in December. So with that, I'd like to open it up and say, if you have a mobile app, if you're interested in optimization and A/B testing and analytics for your mobile app, please come and talk to me. We're happy to extend a 50% off for every Kima Ventures company here. And this is in addition to the 30-day free trial that we already offer. So we're very, again, happy to be here. I'd like to say thanks to Kima for organizing this, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Xavier. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Mille et un Menu. I know we have to change the name if we want to expand in non-French speaking countries. So imagine that you have a restaurant, you own a restaurant. Now everyone is going to the internet to find restaurants on mobile apps, on different local directories. And so it's very difficult on the other side, on the restaurant owner side, to be visible and to manage their online marketing strategy, because restaurant owners are not tech savvy. They are not marketing experts, but now it's very important to be visible on all the different platforms where a restaurant can register its restaurant. So we imagined a dashboard that helps restaurant owners manage all their online visibility from a single platform. So the first thing is to make it easy for a restaurant to add its restaurant on large local directories. So now we are only in France. We work with the 20 biggest local directories. And the principle is that when a restaurant works with us, he puts their information like menus, photos, specials, events only one time, and then we spread this information on the 20 major French local directories from a single tool. The second thing is to manage their social media from one place. The third thing is the reservation engine. We put a reservation engine on their website, their mobile site, their Facebook page. And the fourth functionality is the analytics. We added very detailed analytics so that the restaurant owner can track like how many times their restaurant has been seen on all the different platforms, how many reservations they got from different sources, etc. So we launched like 3 years ago. We have been funded by Kima 1 year ago, and then we just closed a Series A, and we have more than 1,000 customers in France, and starting next month we'll be in the UK and in 3 more European countries in the next 18 months to develop exactly the same tool but for different countries all over Europe.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Johan Elmalem, and this is Julien Verdier. We are the founders of AdUlike. We founded this company 2 years ago, and we are an ad network specializing in native advertising. We have developed technology which enable us to integrate brand content in the heart of editorial content of any publisher. So we bringing revenues for publishers engagement for brands, and we respect the customer experience for user. Today we worked with a network of publishers with about 27 million of unique visitors, and we work with the publishers like Le Monde, Nouvel Observateur, Marie Claire Group, etc. And our activity has attracted more than 300 customers like Microsoft, L'Oréal, Coca-Cola. And Julien will give you some figures about our activity.
Yes, in fact, basically in terms of traction, we are pretty huge right now. We are reaching about $400K each month about this premium advertising. We just opened in United Kingdom. We opened Brazil as well. And we are making some strategic move right now to be adding about 1 million a month, I think, by the next year. Advertising market is pretty huge and hot right now. Like, there is a lot of innovation, and we are trying to spread the word thanks to the native ads formats. And basically, if you want to work selling or buying premium advertising anywhere in the world, you can call us. It will be our job. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Rania Belkaya, President and co-founder of AfriMarket. We are very pleased to be here today to tell you more about the future of mobile remittances. I will first like to ask you a question. Do you know how much money African migrants send to their country every year to support their families? $60 billion. A bit less. Even if the market is huge, there is no innovation in the sector because of a duopoly made by Western Union and MoneyGram, which shares 75% of the market. On the top of that, there are two big issues. First, the service is way too expensive. With the money transfer, today, some studies from the World Bank shows that 12.5% is the average commission rate to remit funds to Africa. Second, 70% of the emitters wants to control the money they send, and are worried of how this money is used. That's where appears AfriMarket. AfriMarket is the first money transfer services enabling migrants abroad to send dedicated money to their family directly in food, health, medicine, schools, to a network of partner point of sale. Basically, the way it works, today we have deployed a network of 70 partners in 3 countries, adding new one each week: Senegal, Benin, Ivory Coast. Among them, pharmacies, supermarkets, hospitals, bookstores, ready to receive migrants' money. Today, the aim is to break with the traditional approach of cash-to-cash services with a new approach of cash to goods. Our vision is to expand geographically by adding new countries in Africa, but also provide new services to African migrants today. For example, the possibility to pay their bill. Finally, today, our goal is to become a key player in the mobile money in Africa. Sorry, 3 minutes is very short. We'll be happy to let you know more about AfriMarket tomorrow at Le Web, where we have double time to pitch. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Frederic from Akineo. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Akineo. Akineo is an open source PIM, Product Information Management. I guess that most of you don't know what is a PIM, so I will try to explain it in less than 3 minutes. It's a big challenge. So we are doing an open source PIM. A PIM is a tool helping merchants to enrich and maintain their product information through multiple channels. What does it mean exactly? A lot of merchants today, brands like Hermes, like Dior, retailers like Auchan, every company in the world have a lot of products to manage and have a lot of different data sources when it's about product information. The purpose of a PIM and the purpose of Akineo is to help merchants to maintain, to collect, and to enrich all this information in a single point. So basically, Akineo has 3 main features. The first one is to collect, be able to grab the information from multiple data sources like ERPs, like Excel spreadsheets, like flat files, to enrich the information, translate, classify, add some marketing information, add some pictures, and then third part, to spread all this information through multiple channels, like an e-commerce website, like print catalogs, like mobile apps, or like tools like Lengo to help merchants to be present on all the marketplace. So we are an open source solution. We are still in beta. We have already first customers like Hermès, the French luxury brand. We are working with Cora, with Maison du Monde, with Feu Vert, with Lagardère. And we have multiple partners through the world. We have solution partners in France, Germany, Switzerland, US, Australia, and China. And we are targeting a $1 billion market. And we believe that open source will be the key of our success.
Thank you.
Does this work?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Nicolas, and since you've all been good, I'm going to tell you a story. Once upon a time, in the land of translation, there were two kingdoms, the computer translation kingdom and the human translation kingdom. Human translators were working too much and had trouble making a decent living. The computer translation kingdom was ruled by King Google and his three sons, the ambitious Lord Bing, the bright Lord IBM, and the not so ambitious and not so bright Prince Yahoo. Computers were making more and more money, but their translations leave to be desired. Both kingdoms needed each other, but couldn't find a way to get along. Human translators wanted computers to help them translate, but most of the time, computers could do very little for them. Computers wanted humans to help them improve computer translation, but they never got what they wanted. Well, you see, to be accurate, computers needed to eat a lot of translated words, and not just any words, the very best stuff. But they could find very little. Human translators were translating a lot of stuff. Some of it good, some of it bad, most of it average. And it was hard to tell which was which. Come on. Then, one morning, a human translator had a great idea. So, he went to see a wizard, and together, they founded AmigoCat. With AmigoCat, translators could work from anywhere, easily and efficiently. They could find clients and colleagues and focus on translation because AmigoCat was automating all their administrative, commercial, and repetitive tasks. Then, AmigoCat shared their very best translations with the computer translation kingdom. King Google, Lord Bing, and Lord IBM had so much to eat that they got to be 30% better at translating. And translator made more money and had more free time. So they got married and had FFFF children. People from all over the world could now easily talk to each other, opening a new era for the exchange of ideas and the global economy. This is how the translation revolution was born. Thank you for your time. Have a great Kima day.
Hello, everyone. I don't know if I can compete with this story. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Anyways, startup from Tel Aviv. We just closed an investment with Kima, and we are very happy to be here. So Anyways was founded in order to connect two of the biggest markets in the world, messaging and advertising. On one hand, you have about 150 messaging applications out there, small, medium, and large. And then you have this long tail of applications with the chat components, such as games and dating apps and etc. Altogether transfer about 80 billion messages a day. I repeat, 80 billion messages a day. Huge traffic. The problem is that most of those companies don't make any money. And the few big players that do make, don't make enough money respectively to their size and this huge traffic. On the other hand, you have advertising, which is the best way to monetize web and mobile. But advertising ruins the user experience. Users hate it, and a banner in a chat is not cool. The competition is too big, and no one can afford losing users because of it. So this is why we've created Anyways, an SDK for chat applications that makes monetization part of the better user experience. How we do it? We use another hot area in the world right now, emoticons and stickers. People love emoticons and stickers. It's not something that we invented, but we developed the first of its kind contextual dynamic emoticons experience. It means that we analyze the text while the user is typing, and then we highlight certain keywords and phrases that can be replaced with contextual emoticons, as you can see in the picture. So for example, if I will write, let's grab some coffee, the word coffee will be highlighted, and then it can be replaced with coffee cups icons. We keep streaming more and more emoticons on a daily basis via our server, so the user never get bored, and we collect lots of data, so we can optimize it and make it even more personalized experience. On the second stage, those emoticons become intelligent and interactive, so they become clickable, and if I will press this coffee cup emoticon that I've sent, it will open a pop-up with coffee places in my area, for example. I can get coupons or deals, see reviews on those places, order a table in a restaurant, order a ticket to a movie, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. We give the SDK for free for chat applications, and then we rev share the incomes. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Peters. I am co-founder of BrightArch and the incoming CEO. My partner, Tor, couldn't be here today. He's back in Norway working for a customer, which is definitely good news for us. We had a good year this year. Basically what we do is we make enterprise reorganizations that work for everyone. So that is a enterprise software, not the exciting consumer stuff that a lot of people are working on here. But it's potentially a very good business. One of our key performance indicators is how many change decisions go through our system, which is called Organization Weaver. And this year we had 20,000 of change decisions go through our system. These are big companies who are making changes to their organization, to who fills which role in their organization. These are difficult changes to make. That's about a 10-fold increase over what we did last year. So while we're starting slow, we definitely are going in the right direction. And from a revenue perspective, this year we became cash flow positive and extended our runway for another year. So we're proud of that. And if you just say, okay, our key performance indicator is decisions, that's about 10 euros per decision made in our software Organization Weaver. So we're definitely proving the value to our customers of making better decisions during their reorganizations. So I wanted to quickly tell you a little story about a client that we're working for right now. Basically, to kind of condense it, because I know enterprise isn't that exciting, you have a CEO who buys another company, 10,000 person company buying a 5,000 person company, and he tells everyone, he promises, we're going to take care of you, we're going to listen to you, we're going to make sure that your needs are matched with the employer's needs as well. So that's a big promise, but it falls to the chief HR officer to actually execute. And so she has a decision. She can go out into the world and talk with the big consulting firms and say, okay, how can you come in and help me and mash a lot of Excel, PowerPoints, and everything else. And so she got some bids from those kind of guys, astronomical prices, arm and a leg kind of pricing. And then they come to BrightArch and they said, well, we have an asset that was specifically built to handle this problem, and we can do it for much cheaper than the consultants. And so the fact that they chose us, a startup that's very small, over the big consultancies means that we really are providing this value, and we have the potential to disrupt the consultancies in their billions of dollars market. So we're proud of that as well. In the end, we're going to finish this project in a couple weeks. Our client is very happy with us, and by word of mouth, we're already getting the next customers lined up, and we hope to grow even more in the next year. When it comes down to it, reorganizations that work for everyone means that the business is happy, the executives are happy, they can track it, the unions are happy, they know what's happening to their people and why. The lawyers are happy because everything is handled, all the data regulation issues are handled.
5 seconds.
And so that's why it works for everyone. Thank you very much, Jeremy, for the time.
Okay, laps. Go, go, go.
All right. I'm Jean-François Morizur. I'm the founder and CEO of Kai Labs.
Caleb is a very young company. We were founded in June, last June. The thing is, we're not doing software. We're not doing web. We're not doing anything like that. What we're doing is optics. Basically, internet is based on optical fibers. The fiber capacity was able to jump by a factor of 10 every 5 to 7 years, which was the reason why it was able to keep up with all the web growth that we saw in the last 30 years. The thing is, now we're reaching some kind of challenge because it was possible due to a few technological jumps, wavelength, polarization phase, whatever. And now we're reaching the situation where we need to do something else. And the next thing is spatial multiplexing, so using the shape of the light to carry more information in the same optical fiber. The idea is to reduce basically the cost by increasing optical fiber capacity. What we have to do that is patented new technology to combine the different inputs into the fiber. It was developed from quantum optics in Paris at the LKB. We are collaborating with Alcatel-Lucent, the optical development team there, and we raised a significant round of investment to go for the next 2 years and develop that and make sure we've got a few products coming out. All right.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. My name is Isaac Assayag, and I am the co-founder of Colresto back in 2011. We are located in Paris. We try to squeeze in this presentation in one slide all what we have been preparing for the past few days. And what I'm going to try to do is I would like to address the two questions above there. Why should you invest in our startup, and why should you partner with us? First of all, who we are. I would like to ask, before talking about who we are, just a simple question. How many people among this audience have ordered online? They order on a regular basis food online? Pretty good. And how many among you use the phone to order? Wow, very interesting. So this is the first, what we noticed, in fact, before starting this business. We went through a study to understand how this business works. Back in 2011, when we entered into this food business, we were sure about one thing, that the food business will last forever. This is not going to change. We have to eat every day. 70% of the people we found out never ordered food for delivery. And 50% of the food orders were still being made over the phone. The technology is still at the doorstep of the restaurants. They are very low-tech people, so they are not using the technology for this purpose, and they are not yet at this stage. So it is still an untapped business. To address this market, Colresto has built a strong food online delivery solution for restaurants and consumers. What we do offer to restaurants, it's a strong solution to take orders online, and we have like many things that we are offering today, like we have a portal, we have white label application, website, smartphone applications, computerless orders. We have a full range of solutions for the restaurant, and we are offering them. Our goal is to empower the restaurant, not to we want them to build customer loyalty. We don't want them to depend all the time. We want to give them all the tools necessary to do so.
15 seconds.
What is our business model? We have, free setup, no monthly fee, commission orders, and so forth. You are making me stressed, Jeremie.
5 seconds.
That's all.
Thank you.
What is the competition?
Thank you, Isaac. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I'm Richard. I'm the CEO of CardBiz. CardBiz is a tool we built for you first. It's a tool to build online directory, photo boards, and org charts. The aim is nowadays in all your company are growing fast, and it's hard to know who's who, would do what, and who's the boss. And we know now that employees and people in all kind of organization need this information. We are not a social network. We are not doing. We are not giving more information. That's the one you need: phone numbers, addresses, email addresses, and photos. We build it for non-tech people. It's for manager, HR, human resources. We are also made it easy to build, update, and share. So it's online. It's connected to Google Apps if you add one, and you can embed on your website or in your intranet. So with Carbiz, we discover that it's the problem we aim. It's shared by organization, companies, big and smalls, and administration all over the world. We have now customers in France, and in UK, in US, in India, in Japan, and we are glad to bring a really cheap solution. So our plans start at 50 euros per year, and of course, if some of the Kima's founders here want a discount, they are free to chat with me, and I can give them something, no problem. Okay, and it's free you can try it free, and don't hesitate to ask me if you have any question. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Quentin from Clever Cloud. So all of you are running some internet stuff, and you all need servers. And this is your problem, because servers, you have a variable consumption, you know, depends on the hours of the day of the week, sales, for example. And the other thing is operating, because who is the responsible to wake up when it failed on Saturday night? This is why we create the Clever Cloud. Clever Cloud, you just push your application about Node.js, PHP, Ruby, Java, Scala, Python, things like that, and we deploy it with no downtime for updates and things like that. And we monitor it. If your application fails, we run on it. And we watch the application, and if you need more resources, we scale up. And if your application don't need the resources, we scale down. So you pay only what you consume, and you consume only what you need. It's quite important, and it's able to run the Mashable or TechCrunch effect on your startup. We have now some big customers like BNP or AXA Bank, but also some smaller customers like the new blog of Jeremie is running on top of Clever Cloud. What we're doing today is just let you focus on what is important is your business, and we manage the hosting and weird stuff about technology. I have two more things for you people. First, we launch a marketplace on January, so if you're running developer tools or something like that, you will be able to sell it through Clever Cloud. And another thing is this week, you will be able to pay with Bitcoin on top of Clever Cloud. So if you want to be free your mind about hosting, just make your application and we make it run. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Benjamin Barnett. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Doobop.com. So I'm going to be quick. Doobop's mission statement is pretty simple. So Doobop is the first online retailer exclusively designed for the beauty needs of the so-called multi-ethnic consumer in the US, which basically means African-American, Hispanics, Asians, and mixed ethnicities customers. So the story is extremely simple. I'm not going to get into market numbers. You know, if you walk into the streets of a city like New York, where we're based, or any big American city, you will see, you know, a large diversity of ethnicities, different beauties, different skin tones, different textures of hair, different styles. However, coming from the beauty industry myself, the last decade at one of the largest beauty corporations, I've always was amazed that the beauty industry has not caught up to that vision of beauty, which is a vision of diversity, and which is growing even more. In the next 20 years, there will be more non-white Americans than white Americans in the US, of people who describe themselves as non-whites. So when you look at the beauty industry today, it is still very much backwards in the days of, you know, showing like a Caucasian woman with blonde hair in the mainstream advertising, and then having, you know, niche ads with Latinas and African American women for the so-called ethnic market. So it's, in our eyes, very backwards. So what we want to do with Dubop is to fundamentally disrupt that so-called ethnic market by proposing the first go-to destination and e-tailer exclusively designed for the needs of women with brown skin tones and textured hair, and having basically personalization of product recommendation, curation of product assortments, and superior service. So free shipping on every order, free returns on every order, and free discovery samples to allow back innovation and excitement to come back into this market. So the company launched 3 weeks ago, so we don't have a lot of like metrics right now, but it's going very well. I encourage all of you to go and check it out. It's dubop.com. Right now we only ship within the US states, but hopefully we will go global in the next 12 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm Emmanuel Dechezel, founder of Dreams the Games. So like some other companies here, we run online games. To be more precise, we run 13 simulation and management games that you can play directly in your browser. You don't need to download anything. And they're available in 5 languages. That is to say English, French, German, Spanish, Italian. But there is something different compared to other online gaming companies, is that we managed to run this with a team of only 4 people. So how do we do that? In fact, we've created, the company was started 4 years ago, and we created a unique online, unique technology that enables us to run all the games with only one code, one application. So we don't need to create and to write any new line of code when creating new games. And despite of that, we can still create games about almost any topic. So we spent the first 3 years of the company building this unique technology, and then we went international by opening up to English and then German, Spanish, Italian. Now we have reached 3 million users since the company started. So we really differentiate ourselves from other online game companies with this very low cost, low delay and low risk model, because it costs almost nothing to create a new game. We just have to spend a few weeks making some setup and game design, and then we can launch a game in less than 1 month. Even for the text, to give you more details, even for the text, in fact, 90% of the text are common to all games. We have created algorithm in each language that enable us to have text with dynamic variables. So we only have, when we localize in a new language, we only have one localization to do, and we have our 13 games, 90% of the text of our 13 games available. We can make a game on almost any topic, but we have decided to focus on animals games at the beginning, which make it easy to do cross-selling, because we can easily promote one of our games and the other ones. So this is our first game, Dogzer, in which you can adopt and breed a virtual dog. That's it. So now we are at a kind of turning point, I would say, because we can either choose to keep on developing by ourselves, or we can choose to partner with or even join a more powerful and mature company, whether it is a gaming company or a media company or entertainment company that wants to that runs powerful brands and want to create some games. They can use our technology. That's something we could do in the future. Thank you for your attention.
Thanks.
So I'm Philip from EverContact, and I'm very happy to be here because you are our dream users. Our service is perfect for you. You're all founders, salespeople, marketing people. You're talking with a lot of other people, and you don't have time to keep your address book perfect and up to date. And good news, this is exactly what we do. What we do with our service, EverContact, your address book is always up to date. Every time you get an email, we will extract the contact information from this email and automatically update your address book in Gmail or Outlook. And if you're using a CRM system like Salesforce, we will also update your CRM system. So this is something that all of you can use. So what else can we do together? If you're working in the CRM field or in the contact management field, we also have an API which would allow you to extract contact from your own information or your customer information to provide this additional system, this additional service to your users. And if you're marketing your corporate product, if you're in the corporate software and you're working with small to medium business in Google or Salesforce environment, we can also work together to get more users on board. And last thing, Jeremy just asked me, because he really loves the service and is one of our biggest users, Jeremy asked me to give you a discount on our service. So everyone signing coming from Kima will have a 50% discount for the first year. Just answer the welcome email with Kima and we'll set you up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Christian Camaillou. I created financedesetudes.com. I believe that if you are a student and you don't have money during a specific period of time, it is very difficult to choose a university or a school. financedesetudes.com is the first online student loan broker. We organize a competition between the bank in order to provide the financial resources to the student. We collect their application. We created a system that we send the information to the bank, and we organize this competition, and the student is receive the loan. On the other hand, financedesetudes.com, it's a free service for the student, and for the bank, it's a new acquisition model. The bank pay us the fees because they need to gain new clients, and it is it is important to know that in the banking market, the competition is very tough between the bank, and we provide to the banking sector new clients. It is very useful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Jeremy. My name is Jeremie as well. We are Freenom, and we're the first and only company in the world to offer free domain names. We've started a few years ago, and we realized that today in the world it's not possible to find free domain names anywhere. But there is absolutely massive demand. You guys think that it's not very difficult to buy a domain name, a .com or a .net for $10 a year, but for millions of internet users around the world, it's actually a big deal. And this is what we've decided to address. So the business model is quite simple. The product first is very simple. People come to our website, freenom.com. They can choose between the different top-level domains that we offer, the different extensions. And they can register domain names in a couple of minutes. And it's online immediately afterwards. No need to pay anything, no need to bring a credit card. It just works. Now, how we make money, of course, is the question. It's quite simple. You have two different ways. The first thing is that free domains are free for life, but every year we realize there's about 10-20% of users that drop those domains. When that happens, we take the domain back, and if there's any residual traffic, we sell it to advertisers. We send it to different kind of third-party providers. The second way is that we monetize those users. Because we offer free domains, there are literally millions of people who come to our websites, and those people can buy other services, such as hosting, website building, all kinds of SEO and security services. Now, how do we do that? Of course, we can't offer .com domains, because the .com is controlled and run by VeriSign, but there are 225 country top-level domains, country extensions in the world. You know all the main ones, all the European ones, .fr, .uk, .de for Germany. But there are literally dozens of countries out there in emerging regions that don't do anything with their country extensions. So we go there, we make a deal with the government, and then we redeploy their extension according to the free domain model. They love it because they can offer free domains to everyone. They get crazy awareness around the world. And finally, they make money as well. And they get the latest technology on top of it. How is it working? It's working really well. Now we've just crossed 20 million active domain names, which means we're only second to .com. and we're growing extremely fast. Last year in 2012, our free domain names accounted for 1/3 of the global growth of domains. This is what VeriSign actually published in their annual report. And we're not going to stop there, of course. We see there's massive potential. We have a huge pipeline of countries who are interested to do the same with us. We've already signed with Mali, with Gabon, with Central African Republic, and with Tokelau. You see here .tk is our first and biggest extension. .tk is actually the largest country code in the world right now. We think that we will grow to about 250 million domain names in 2017. That's 1/3 of all the domain names in the world, at which point we will be the largest top-level domain registry operator in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Geoffroy Guigou. I'm the co-founder of Prêt d'Union. So Prêt d'Union is the first peer-to-peer lending platform in France with a full credit institution license. So actually, very simple. We enable private and institutional investors to lend directly to borrowers. So both parties are bypassing the banks. So the company was founded 4 years ago with a Kima round short after immatriculation. Website was launched 2 years ago, and the growth is quite strong. So we originated 11 million euros of loans last year. It's going to be 45 million euros this year, and we are a team now of 40 people. And we are now the biggest peer-to-peer lending platform in continental Europe. So although we launched years after Spanish, Italian, and German leaders, but still the market opportunity is really huge. Our market share on the French market is only 0.1% this year, so obviously we won't stay at this stage. And in the US, peer-to-peer lending leader, Lending Club, originates $2 billion of loans a year, planning an IPO next year, and Google took a stake in the company last summer. So just to finish, to seize these huge market opportunities, we have recently raised 10 million euros among historical shareholders, and with a new shareholder, Schibsted Group, which is one of the global leader in online classifieds and owns in France the website Le Bon Coin. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mirek Černý, and I am the CTO and co-founder of Futurelytics. Futurelytics is an analytical platform for digital marketers, and it has two functions: increasing revenue and prolonging customer retention. We are very unique and definitely different to anybody in the space because we are affordable to SMBs and we come up with instant results. By taking data from sources like eShops, say Magento, Shopify, and others, Google Analytics, and data out there, we crunch customer behavior and come up with very specific marketing actions which actually make your customers buy more, retain longer, and you prevent customer churn. Closing the loop, taking the data from marketing automation platforms, we will show you how powerful your campaign was and how much money have you earned. Being a part of Kima family and also having raised money from other investors like Index Ventures or Credo Ventures and being part of Seed Camp allows us to scale during the next year and aim for Series A. So here I'm gonna to perhaps establish new key partnerships, and just 5 companies who would like to enjoy increased revenue can tweet about us, and first 5 guys who will tweet will get the platform for free. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, my name is Paul Shuyok. I'm the founder and CEO of Green Man Gaming. Globally, in 2013, the computer games industry is worth $66 billion. Of that $66 billion, 15% of the customers generate around about 60% of the revenue. These hardcore core gamers are the high value gamers that every single game publisher is seeking. Greenman Gaming is a data-driven social commerce platform for core gamers. We combine two elements of the games industry very successfully. We have a mass amount of data generated from in-game play, from commercial transaction data, and from social data, and we combine that with a robust, steady platform. What we effectively are is a shop where a customer who walks in the door, the shopkeeper knows about every single transaction that customer has ever made, how often they've used the game they've ever bought, whether they enjoyed it, how far through they got, how long they played it for, whether they buy games at the start of the month or at the end of the month, whether they buy high-value games or discount games. All of that data is resident within Greenman Gaming. And we've done it with relatively good effect. We sell games in 5 currencies, in 180 countries every month. We've got 250 of the world's best games publishers working with us right now, and we've got a $30 million 12-month turning revenue. We've also been nominated for the Sunday Times Tech 100 Ones to Watch. We're in the Silicon Valley, comes to London, 100 class of 100 companies they think will make $100 million in the next 3 years. And last but certainly not least, we are one of the Future 50, which is a government-backed program for the 50 companies that will IPO, according to the UKTI, in the next 3 years. What are we looking for? We are looking for partners to take us to the next level. We're looking for partners who are interested in growth capital, who are interested in a company which has proven itself so far in the marketplace, which is a significant size marketplace, and by 2015 will be a $84 billion market of core gamers. Many thanks.
Thank you.
I'm Eyal Dior, and I'm founder and CEO of Greenbox. So, if you have a garden and you guys are watering your garden in a semi-smart way, not with a hose, you're probably stuck with one of those. Yeah, this is how irrigation controllers look today. They're unbelievably unintuitive. They're clunky. Clunky, did I say clunky? They're not connected to anything. They have no weather connectivity. They waste water on a massive scale. They give no fun to the user whatsoever. They're not consumer products. And we're going to change all that. What Greenbox is doing, this is Greenbox. A little bit different than this, right? What Greenbox is doing is bringing the Internet of Things market to the garden with a fantastic new device. It is as simple to use as your phone. It does not require a user manual. If you want to change any setting in this, go to engineering school. It's impossible. If you want to change a setting in this, use your iPhone, anywhere you are. You don't have to be by the device itself when you want to change the setting. If it rains, this guy is not going to water and operate your sprinklers. It's just going to stop. This is smart irrigation controller for your garden. So what we want to do, our vision, is to do for garden watering what Nest did for thermostats. We want to create a connection between this product, this irrigation controller, and every consumer out there. So he will actually love this product. He will love it so much that he will use it to check how his garden is doing. He will use it to see, is my grass green? Are my plants healthy? Are my flowers blooming? And he will interact with this freely. This is a product that can apply to more than 100 million private home users in the States alone, and there are many more in the world, and we plan to reach a lot of those. So we're planning to start production very soon. Why don't you guys join our growing list of pre-orders? Just for you, there's a special discount I won't tell you how much, depends how nice you'll be. And you know what we're looking now is for partners. We want to go big in the consumer electronics world. So if you have connections, please tell us. We're also here to share our experience. If you're doing any IoT, Internet of Things, consumer electronics product, we're very happy to work with you, do co-marketing with you. And if you're a VC out there, we just started a round. So why don't you come and participate? Thanks very much. And good luck to you guys.
I'm Amal from Halo Neuroscience. We make a device that makes your brain work better. It is not a website. It is a wearable device that makes a very recent, very early technology possible both for healthy people and for sick people. It sends electromagnetic waves into your head and actually boosts the performance of your brain. We just raised the seed this year. Jeremie was amazing to deal with, along with Mark Andreessen and Fabrice Grinda and a few other wonderful investors in the seed round. We've been filing tons of patents, doing a bunch of engineering, and doing a bunch of trials on real people to demonstrate how well the technology actually works. And sometime next year, you might actually be able to buy it. Our exact applications are something that we'll talk about in the coming months. And the one thing I would love from you guys, and in exchange, I'll tell you all about it and let you try it out. What I would love is exposure in the world of consumer health, where we're now starting to talk to people at Philips and Siemens and General Electric and other large players. So if you know someone, and many of you Europeans might know Philips or Siemens or other players like that, I would love to speak with them. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey guys, my name is Ron. I'm the founder and CEO of Planet Soho. And we're basically operating in the most complicated, simple market in the world. And the reason it's simple is because our users are basically people like me and you, private people who want to launch their own business. The reason it's complicated is because while launching their own business, they're starting to evolve into business entities, but still holding on to their private consumer habits, which makes the solution they need a hybrid solution between business solution to private consumer platform. And as we know, in the internet space, private consumer like free, easy to use platform, and business clients like complicated, very deep, pay-per-seat solution. And there's a conflict between these two. So our challenge was to find the right flow between deep enough platform to manage a small business, but in a flow and pools that drives private consumer to do the next step in the platform and pay for the platform. We launched the company 3 years ago. Today we have over 1 million businesses using our services. And lately we start to charge at the gate for using the platform. We started actually 3 months ago. Today we have a few thousand paying users already joining. And at the end of the day, it's a very simple matrix. There are 500 million Soho businesses in the world. We found a way to bring a paying user in a cost of $80, and their lifetime value is $240. And that's it. That's the whole market. Some micro trend, like Obamacare and the fact that baby boomers are now going to retirement cycle, will increase this market to almost 2 billion people in the next 10 years. I heard a lot of companies here providing solution for this segment. And as the central database to manage this type of businesses, we're always on the hunt for partners that can provide add-on that we can sell to these guys. So I heard Free Domains is a great example to join us. And the guy with the contact optimization can be a great partner, and some other startups here. So if you have a great solution that can integrate it into the database of a small business, we are your partners here. So feel welcome to come and talk to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.